Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome back once again to Vroom Vroom Island, SimplePlanes. I'm trying out a new thing today, the island we discovered in the brief last video I recorded, in which I'll be trying this little rear wheel drive go-karty style thing. I put a little bit of a spoiler on it by turning some structural wings upside down to give us a bit of downforce at the back. Only the rear wheels are connected to the engine and only the front wheels are steering, so hopefully it should handle a little bit like an actual racing car, and therefore drift out at the back end. And I know how to control those because I do drive, slash have driven small racing cars, go-karts to be precise, powerful ones, but still not actual racing cars, unfortunately. Although I'd love to have a go. Anyway, enough rambling. I'm going to put some small front spoilers on it and be off. So, edit wing shape. Let's make that a tad smaller, because we don't want the massive ones on the front again. And mirror the craft. There we go. That looks like it's got a moustache now. And a little bit more on the front. Ta-da! There we go. Now it looks stupid, but worth a try. Let's see if we can't make it round the racetrack without falling off this time. Probably a little less than full power, actually, because that'll just cause us to skid wildly. Okay. Give it a go. That seems too much. Oh, too much power. Way off. Way off. Okay, so the shock absorber's helped up to a point, but not after. Oh, hang on. It's still drivable. Okay, switch back to chase view. It's still drivable, it's just terrible. So, never mind, let's restart that. And try again with a little less power when we hit the corner. So. Powered up a wee bit. Yeah, the fact that we're going 140 miles an hour ought to have really given me a bit of a clue that we were going a little too fast, maybe. Yep. Too little power. More. About 50% of the power should do it. Don't want to completely come off the road, but there we go. You go a little faster on the sections with less tight turns. Whoa, 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 whoa. Less power, less power, less power. Off the bridge. Completely off the bridge. Okay. Once more into the fray. Try and get round this track without completely falling off. Oh, nope. Too much too early. Too much too early. Well, there wasn't even a proper explosion. The cockpit just fell off. That was disappointing. Right. 100% power at first just to get us up to speed. Then once we're at speed, drop it back down to 50%. Should do it. Maybe a little less than that, in fact, because this is a very light vehicle. Round the corner, round the corner, round the corner while staying on. Ah! Skidded it slightly off, but we're still on the track. Okay, power to get us back up to speed, then drop the power again. Came off the track a wee bit. Came off the track a lot more. Okay, back on the track, back on the track. Up we go. There we go. And we're back on track, somewhat. I've only put the wheels to a 20% turn speed because without the fine controls of having some sort of steering wheel or joystick, I can only either go full turn or not at all, which is less than ideal. Although it occurs to me, since I'm not using them, I could reassign it to the VTOL controls, which would give me a bit more fine control. I might give that a try. Although this is working at the second. Oh, shit! Yep, that's off the bridge. Okay, so actually, I'm going to try reassigning my steering to my VTOL controls and see if that does anything. Tyre style street, engine style. Where is it? Turn input VTOL and turn input VTOL. Now this might just go horrendously wrong, but okay. So, I'm going to invert those simply because currently the Z key is right and X key is left, which for those of you who have a QWERTY keyboard will know that that is wrong. So I'm going to go and invert that. Invert yes. Invert yes. And in fact, given that I can now control it a lot more finely, I can put the turning angle right up so that I have a maximum turning angle of 45 degrees, but don't have to always go straight to 45 degrees. Okay, now with a little bit of power, let's try that out. Okay, so it sort of works, but there's a bit of lag on the turn. And what with it not returning straight to centre, I could control it with the mouse, but that's really hard and counterintuitive. Oh god! Okay, no, the turning lag is actually worse than not having full turn. The turning lag is worse than the lack of control. That's going straight back to roll controls, because they're the easiest to use, and it's also going straight back to a 20-degree turning angle, because that was much simpler. And I don't want to invert. So, let's give that another go. Yep, I'll live with that. That's less horrifyingly bad. It's still not great, but it's less horrifyingly bad. Okay, we kept it on the track. Slight spin out, but we kept it on the track. Okay, back up to power, back up to speed. It's quite hard to hit the correct racing line when you've only got the ability to nudge the controls like this, either between full and off. But that said, as I mentioned, the turning lag on VTOL was just terrible. Horrifyingly bad. Okay, power down, because we're actually coming downhill and about to hit some tightish corners. I say tight, they're not. They just looked it from where I was. Okay. And back round this corner. This track is actually reasonable. And once you've got a vehicle that can do it, it's not bad at all. Oh no, I didn't even see that coming. Okay, land the right way up, land the right way up. No! No, it's landed upside down. Sad. Okay. Restart on the track. However, just to find out where everything is, I'm actually going to restart and turn it round and go the other way. Oh, come on, I'm stuck. Restart here. There we go. And turn. Right, backwards, the other way up the track. Oh, it's okay, we were nearly round it anyway. That's not too bad. So this is the one track that we've tried on this island, but obviously there must be more. It'd be kind of cool to have a time trial on here. Maybe in the in the challenges section. With the new update, there are now unlockable challenges. So perhaps we've unlocked some challenges to do with this island. And perhaps we haven't. We shall find out. Oh! Now, what's this thing over here? As I flew past this section before whilst testing this vehicle. And it named itself the Proving Grounds when I discovered it. Okay, I should probably have, you know, wheels closer to the front if I'm going to start doing that sort of thing. Or, you know, some sort of off-road vehicle. Ah, well, it seems to be driving relatively well. Let's see what's in challenge mode now. Wait, no, race mode. Here we go. No. Hasn't unlocked anything over there yet, although we've still got the other previous ones, and these apparently are for somewhere completely different. I haven't unlocked Yeti Scramble, Loop-de-Loop-de, Featherfall Squall, Sandsif Drift, Dust Devil Descent, or the Dragon. Those are all things I haven't unlocked yet, so I shall also have to see if I can find those somewhere in sandbox mode. In the meantime, I'm going to have a quick go back on the island again, because I'm quite enjoying driving this new little vehicle, this go-kart, around this place, and there's some very, very interesting looking bits lying around. That there, for instance, not sure what it is, but I want to have a go at it. Hang on. Location, Skullpree Jump Zone, perhaps. Alright, let's have a go at this. Oh. Okay, so there's a section here that I can I jump off this? I can! But that was too fast. Okay, where does this jump take me? If I go right up this way, where do I end up? Going too damn fast. Oh! Well, that was the front end of the car exploding. So actually, much as this looks nice, that little nose is in fact just dealing damage to the car. Now, I wonder if I can gently readjust these sections. Edit fuselage shape. If I use the run on the fuselage, here, and the run on the fuselage here. Now that should mean that these sections connect up nicely here and come on, attach, damn you. Attach! See, I can attach that to that. Okay, see if I can put the hinge back on here. Sort of. Come on, detach the hinge again. Right, now you sit back in the middle of there. Good. And you sit there. Edit fuselage shape. Length. There we go. That should do it. And mirror. Hopefully that's all attached now. No, it's not. That has not attached itself. Which is bad. Why is it not attaching properly? I mean, I realise it's an awkward shape, but it's not attaching properly, and I don't like that fact. I'll sack it. I'm just going to go all the way back to before I started doing all this mucking about. Up. Okay, now all that's back on straight. That will have to do, I'm afraid. It's not ideal, but it will have to do. We could at least make it a little less likely to explode by moving some of these sections around a bit. And in fact, we could probably do with moving the entire construction back a wee bit anyway. So that will redistribute weight somewhat and cause less explosions, hopefully, along with making it look a little bit like a shoe, although what benefit that actually gives is questionable. Meh. Okay, jump zone. Little less power, I think, because at 100% power... Oh no! Didn't mean to go sideways off the jump zone. Well, there's a section come off. The rear spoiler, in fact. We actually sort of landed on the opposite jump. Just unfortunately we did it upside down and backwards, because we weren't going in a straight line when we went over the jump. Oh, shit. 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 Oh, there go the front wheels. I think that was actually less successful. We were more successful when we landed backwards, which is saying something. So, maybe if we put the spring strength up a bit and the damper up a bit, that'll hopefully support us a little better on impact. In fact, no, if we want the damper down a bit for this sort of impact, I think strength up, damper down. Hopefully I'm doing the right thing. Of course, at the second, this is mostly just mad conjecture rather than any actual usable tested theory. Although it occurs to me we could get slightly more ground clearance on the front again if we do that the other way up, which makes it look really dumb. And then shift that section up and that section up. Okay, now it looks like a boat ish. Alright, over we go. Wish me luck. Straight line. Less power, less power, less power. Holy crap, no, I was wrong. Definitely wrong. I think we need more damper, if anything. Yep. Damper up, damper up. And mirror. And go for it. Off we go. Shite. That was sideways. But landing sideways worked. For the first impact, anyway. We will survive this jump. Let's try and get the launch angle correct this time. That's not correct! That's upside down again. That didn't even hit the far ramp. That just hit the underside of the ramp, which is very wrong. Okay, once more. He says again. Okay, shit. Less power. Holy crap! We're on the ramp. We did it. Location discovered, Oval Office. Nice, well, we'll have to try that next. Whew. We survived the jump. We're not going to survive falling sideways off the jump on the way back up. Never mind. Oval Office, let's try that. I realise that this thing we're now making is getting more and more complicated the more we do with it. Oh! Nice, we've got one of these oval speed test circuits, and apparently we have just the right kind of turning angle for it as well. Mostly. We don't have the right kind of slide for it. That took us into the sidewall. Restart. Whoa! Spin out. Oh, that is actually on the wall there. That wasn't even the track anymore. Hey, we survived though. Okay, well, we're now going backwards around the Oval Office. That's lots of tyre squeal. And that's lots of tyres going missing as the entire back suspension explodes. I wonder if perhaps we could increase the wheels to maybe, yeah, 130% size looks nice. In fact, yeah, that just gives us a little bit more grip on the rear wheels. Front wheels staying at 100% seems fine. Let's stick with that for now and see what happens. See if that makes any measurable difference. Maybe. Well, we're back on track, despite a slight spin. Now, well, all the parts of us are still on the track. Even if we did hit the track wall at high speed. Okay, let's try one of the other places we've opened up. What are the proving grounds, I wonder? Oh, the proving grounds are this bit. Restart here. The proving grounds are for an off-road vehicle, which this is not, as evidenced by the fact that we're completely stuck on it. However, I'll save this like this, as it will call itself, aircraft when I save it. Racy car. Save. And we will load up our off-roader. Bouncy, bouncy. Okay. Let's see if we can do something with this. On the proving grounds. Well, it's still driving. Okay. Now, technically we've still got power. We're just not going anywhere because we appear to be stuck in a wall. Let's go over this section. Prove that we can. Yep, we've got the power. And drop it again. Climb it. Down again. Hop. Okay. So which way do our wheels want to spin us? They do want to take us up the cliff, but they're not doing. And I'm not quite sure why. Oh well. Let's try this way again. Over this section of rough terrain. Maybe we shouldn't have hit it so fast. We've already lost one of our wheels. Bouncy Bouncy is living up to that part of its name at least. Nope, that has failed miserably to achieve absolutely anything whatsoever. So, proving grounds. All we've managed to prove is that we can't. I wonder what Bouncy Bouncy... I wonder how Bouncy Bouncy fares on the other sections. Locations. Gold Pre. Oh, let's hunker down a little bit. And move into chase view. Oh, that's sideways. That's bad. Okay. Zoom out a little bit, as it's a bit big and is filling the entire screen. Since this is a section designed for cars, I wonder if I spawn cars in this area, will they attempt to drive round the track? And will it be awesome? Okay, so while Bouncy Bouncy is terrible at actually driving round the corners of this track, it can just ignore them and drive across the track. Which is an equally valid tactic under the circumstances. Unless you oversteer and almost go sideways off a bridge. Almost. We didn't though. We're still alive. Which is grand. Oh, come on, stay on the bridge, stay on the bridge, stay on the bridge. Nope, we've lost a wheel attempting to stay on the bridge and then we've gone off it anyway. Okay. Switch vehicles again. Let's load up race car, our newest thing. Race car. And then if I perhaps spawn in... If I spawn in Bouncy Bouncy, where does it turn up? I wonder. I'll just have to be on the lookout for it as we drive round. Whoop! Oh yeah, I knew there was a reason I wasn't driving cockpit view. I'm terrible at it. Spawn in Bouncy Bouncy again because it's easy to see if it turns up. And I'll also try and spawn in the little bugger because it probably knows how to drive that one, with it being the stock car and all. Done. Switch to chase view and let's see if we can actually do one whole lap around Gold Pre before we leave today without crashing. And then I might try and set up some sort of timed run at some point. Okay, let's turn it round. We span off a little, but we didn't fall off or explode completely. We just fell off because I didn't actually look at my speedometer, just my throttle. I thought, oh yeah, 40% throttle, that's fine. Not looking at the fact I was trying to take a tight corner at 95 miles an hour. until I was already coming off, and then I looked at my speedometer and went, huh, bollocks. No, we're going to come off the bridge. Okay, well, we came off the bridge, but we survived doing so. So let's get back on the bridge. Try and do this with less explosion. Once round without crashing shouldn't be too difficult a job. Oh, but it's proving to be. Which is not what I like. Okay. Okay. We're on the bridge. We're alive, doing 130 miles an hour. Okay, slow down a little for the corner. Shit! Oh my god, we survived the crash. Now, where are we? Still near the bottom of the bridge, so let's get back on the track. Haven't exploded yet. Using the brakes a little for the first time, although it was extremely effective. Okay, up the next ramp. Oh shit, I forgot there was such a tight turn at the top of that one! Well, failed my personal challenge to get round the track without exploding because I forgot how tight the turn at the top of the second bridge was. Ah well, it was worth a shot. Next time on SimplePlanes, I'll be attempting to do that. And hopefully we'll manage to get it right. And then I'll attempt the same thing with the jump course. Assuming the jump course is in fact a circuit. There seems to be somewhere to land after the end of each jump, though I've only tested 2 of them. Whether it's a circuit or not, find out next time. In the meantime, I hope you've enjoyed yourselves as much as I have. And for now, ladies and gentlemen, I shall be off. So thank you once again very much for joining me.